guys, and happy Thursday. I've just returned home from the gym. I got up early this morning, went and did legs and went for a bit of a morning walk. Now I'm going to make my brekkie and get stuck into my day. So by now you guys should know a little bit about my morning routine, exactly what goes on. I'm just going to make some brekkie, sit down, get ready, and also get stuck into some work. I've got a PT client today as per usual. I've only got one today, and the rest of my day will be spent actually working on online programs, an online ebook that I'm bringing out, and also my fitness retreats, which is in 2 months from now, and I am getting really excited. So I'm just bringing in all new aspects to the retreat to make it even bigger and better than last time. So I'm going to show you guys what I eat today, a little bit of a body update, and just take you through how I've been feeling for these last 2 weeks, because it's been this is coming into my third week on my mini cut that I have been doing. I have felt like I'm getting really good results. My skin's clearing up. I'm feeling better. I'm loving getting up in the morning. I have a lot more energy. I can seriously see my body changing. I feel like I'm getting a little bit leaner, but also keeping that muscle mass, which I'm really happy about. And I wanted to show you guys my 6-12-25 workout that I have been doing. So hopefully I'll get time to take you down to the gym today. And because I did legs this morning, I'll do an upper body 6-12-25. And yeah, I'll show you what I eat today because I didn't get to show you in the last video. And this will be more of like a day in the life vlog, because I know that I'm catching up with one of my friends, Ella, and I'll just take you along and see what we get up to today. Back home in my comfy clothes, and I just wanted to quickly sit down and update you all about how I'm feeling, how I'm going, how I feel like my progress has gone since I last touched base with you, which was last week. So what I've done this week is I've taken my progress photos, front, side, back, and other side. I've written down in my health diary, and I've taken my measurements. So I have been in my cut or caloric deficit days of my program for almost 3 weeks now. So that's how long I was going to be doing it for. So I took my photos, and as you would have seen, I did my body update, and I'm really, really happy with how my body's responded, with how I'm looking, the progress that I've made. So I feel like aesthetically, I've lost a lot of my bloating. I probably lost a little bit of body fat, but I know that I have maintained my muscle mass in my legs. I'm not sure about other places, but I hadn't been training my lower body for quite some time due to my knee injury, and I've now been doing legs 2 to 3 times a week, and I feel the definition and muscle tone in my legs is really starting to come back. So I'm super happy about all that, and I feel like I have made some good progress aesthetically. I'm feeling really good in my skin and in my body, and yeah, less bloated, less water retention. My skin's cleared up a lot since going back to eating whole foods, I should say, not because of the calorie deficit, don't get me wrong. Because before this, I was on holidays in Bali. I was drinking sugary cocktails. I was eating all the foods. I had some gluten in there as well, which completely broke me out. And I just felt like really gross from the inside out for a few months. So by actually going into this mini shred for me has been really good, because I've been really mindful of the foods that I'm eating and making sure that they all mesh well with me to get rid of like my fluid retention and yeah, just really refocus on myself again. So I feel like you probably can't tell because I've got makeup on. I've still got some scars. There we go. If I come close, you can see there. But my skin has gotten so much better. Pretty much where I wanted to be. I just really wanted to get my body back to not only looking how I used to, but also feeling good as well. And I'm really happy that that's the outcome that I've got from this. So health-wise, I've also written down in my diary, my energy levels, my hunger, my cravings, all that seems to be fairly fine. So my hormonal markers seem to be good, which I'm stoked about. I will bring my calories back up to maintenance, and I believe I will be sitting at maintenance level for the next 3 weeks, if not even increasing, because I'm going back into like a hypertrophy or build phase of my program, and I want to try build a little bit more muscle mass. So yeah, overall I'm really happy. I didn't get any like negative adaptations or anything like that. I don't feel like my hormones crashed, which was really good. So I did only go into a slight deficit for a few weeks. However, I do want to be transparent and completely honest with you. There was a few days where I went like a little bit over my macros and calorie target, but to be fair, I was still eating in a deficit, and that's completely fine. But now I will definitely increase my calories back up to baseline and just hold it there, because we shouldn't be staying in a calorie deficit for a long time. It actually depends on a few things, such as your body fat levels, your dieting history, your body type, also your hormones and if they're balanced or not. But yeah, you shouldn't be staying in a deficit for too long. Generally, as a rule of thumb, the leaner you are, you should only be in a deficit for 2 to 3 weeks before coming up to a diet break, which is where you bring your calories back up to your maintenance level. You still track your food and you're still filling it with good food for between 3 and 7 days, all depending. Now, I'll do a video on diet breaks because that's going to take up a whole video to itself. But people who maybe are a little bit higher body fat, they can actually stay in a caloric deficit for a longer period of time without getting these negative hormonal adaptations or these hormonal crashes. And you will see these markers generally through your hunger, your cravings, your sex drive, your energy levels. However, it's not to be confused with just general hunger because you've put yourself on a diet. But it's something to really look out for, and that's when your metabolism generally actually starts adapting to the lower calories. And if you stay too long in a deficit, you will actually get negative metabolic adaptations, which is not what we want. What I wanted to speak to you guys about mostly was to do with those hormonal adaptations. And one of the lifestyle factors that I spoke about last week in my video, which is stress and managing stress. So to your autonomic nervous system, and this comprises of 2 nervous systems. You've got your sympathetic and your parasympathetic nervous system. So you'll never fully switch off from one or the other, but one will always be more elevated than the other. So you've got your sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight, and then you've got your parasympathetic nervous system over here, which is your rest and digest. So as you can imagine, when you're in your sympathetic nervous system, your stress hormones are elevated. So your adrenaline, your cortisol, heart rate's generally increased or elevated. And you would be in this when you're really stressed, when you are training especially. That's what I want to get to. All of the blood is flowing to your muscles, for example. When you're working out, you're contracting your muscles, your heart rate's going up. So it's actually pulling blood and down regulating all of the digestion that's going on to pump your muscles full of blood and stuff like that, because it's needed elsewhere. So that's why it's called the fight or flight. Somewhere along the line, your body actually comes out of your sympathetic nervous system and it will go into your parasympathetic, which is your rest and digest. So that's on the completely other scale, is when you're like meditating, you're relaxed. And after training, your heart rate will come down, your stress hormones will even out and level out. Blood is no longer really needed in the muscles. It can now be drawn back to your GI tract and your stomach and your liver and be used to really digest all of your food. Also, your heart rate levels generally comes down, slow breathing, and all that type of thing. So it's more like your chill zone, your parasympathetic nervous system. So when you finish training, you should always like do a bit of recovery or stretching or foam rolling or something like that. Just really get your breathing back into check and really calm yourself down to put yourself back into your parasympathetic nervous system. Now, some people struggle between the two, and they find that, especially in this day and age, we spend a lot of time in our sympathetic nervous system. We're always stressing. There's always something going wrong or stressing us out, or we have anxiety. I myself have anxiety. I deal with a lot of like IBS issues because of anxiety as well. So it's really important, being a really highly strung person, easily stressed person. Even if you don't think that you're stressed, your body could be very stressed doing a lot of high intensity training, and your body could still be subconsciously stressed. Putting yourself in a calorie deficit, that is external stress that you are putting on yourself because you're restricting a certain amount of calories that your body would like. So your body, especially when dieting, is already stressed. So it's really important to make sure that you're looking after yourself. Try and take steps to spend more time in your parasympathetic nervous system. So things that you can do and things that I like to implement is, instead of doing like a lot of HIIT training, you can do LISS, so low intensity steady state cardio. If you go outside and do a walk and keep your heart rate below 65%, that is ideal. And then other things that you can do is get like a massage, meditate. You can take baths, put a candle on, read, stretch, foam roll, yoga. There's so many things that you can do to spend more time in your parasympathetic nervous system, be able to actually help your digestion and help your stress and everything else like that. And I think that this is something that's really important, and this is why I actually program these things into my clients' programs if they are really stressed or highly strung or anything like that. So for myself in my mini cut, I did want to say I have been taking little steps to do this as well. I've been doing low intensity steady state walks. I have been having magnesium salt baths twice a week with candle on. I get regular massages. Anyway, I just wanted to explain the two nervous systems that we go between in regards to training and stress. I found this really helped me understand why I was having digestion issues and stress and sleep issues with my training as well. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of explain that. That's it in a nutshell. It's actually a really complicated system, I suppose, that I don't even fully understand, but I found that it was really helpful when someone explained it to me as to why I should be spending more time in my parasympathetic nervous system, and that it can actually help you achieve your goals. Anyway, that is all from me today. I will go through my next phase with you guys next week, and keep you updated along the way with how I'm progressing. Just got home from PTing my client, and I am so happy because she's absolutely killing it. So my client's name is Gemma, and I've only been working with her for probably like 2 months now. So not that long, but she has come so far. Like, her strength, and she's hitting PBs every session, but strength is going through the roof. Like, her form is perfect. and she's getting into some really advanced moves now, which is so exciting, and it's so good to watch her be smashing this and feeling so good in the gym, and it just makes me feel so happy to be able to help people. And it's really sessions like that where I just am so happy and grateful and love what I do. But anyway, I am just making some dinner. For dinner I'm going to have sweet potato chips because I'm obsessed, and fish, and probably some green beans with garlic because I need some more garlic in my system. But as you can see, I've just prepped the sweet potato. Sorry, my lighting in here over night time is shocking. Everything's yellow. But anyway, I'm gonna prep that. I'll show you what I have for dinner. But just remember, every day is different. Sometimes I go out and eat, sometimes I just eat. Like, this is my general day of eating. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. I hope it gave you a bit more insight about what I do eat, especially when I'm on like a mini cut. And yeah, please give it a big thumbs up if you did like it. Comment any questions below, and I'll see you in my next video.